It was a chilly October evening, the kind where the wind whispers through the trees like it has secrets to tell. Alex and Ryan, both 17 and best friends since childhood, were walking home from school when Ryan brought up the idea. "Have you ever seen the old kindergarten by the forest trail?" he asked, grinning. Alex nodded. "You mean the one that's been closed since, like, forever?" "Yeah. They say it shut down after something strange happened. Kids going missing, teachers quitting without notice. No one really knows the whole story," Ryan said with a mysterious tone. Alex rolled his eyes. "Urban legends. You really believe that stuff?" Ryan's grin widened. "Let's find out." That evening, with flashlights in their pockets and nerves they pretended didn't exist, they met at the edge of the forest trail. The kindergarten stood just beyond it, broken windows, rusted swings, and an eerie silence that made even the insects stay quiet. They hopped the low fence and walked up the moss-covered path. A single wooden sign creaked in the wind. The paint was chipped, but the words still read, "Little Steps Kindergarten." "Ready?" Ryan asked. Alex hesitated for a second, then nodded. The door opened with a loud groan that echoed through the empty building. They stepped inside, unaware they had just crossed a threshold they might not return from. Inside, the air was heavy with the scent of mildew and something else, something metallic. Their flashlights scanned the walls, faded drawings, tiny lockers, overturned chairs. Everything looked like it had been left in a hurry. They walked through the main hall, their footsteps muffled by dust. In one of the classrooms, a chalkboard still had notes scribbled across it. "Snack time, 10:30 a.m. The date below it read October 12th, 1995. "That's 30 years ago," Alex whispered. Suddenly, Ryan stopped. "Did you hear that?" They both froze. A soft tapping echoed from the hallway behind them. Tap, 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 like small footsteps. "No one's here," Alex said quickly, his voice too sharp to sound convincing. But as they turned back to the door, it slammed shut behind them with a bang. Alex grabbed the handle and pulled. It wouldn't budge. Ryan stepped forward to help, but before he could touch the knob, a soft giggle rang out behind them. They turned slowly. There was no one there, just the chalkboard and a new message written in white chalk. "Let's play." Ryan backed away. "Okay, not funny, man." "That wasn't me," Alex said, flashlight trembling in his hand. The giggling returned, now echoing through the hallways like a chorus of children playing a cruel game. "I think we need to get out of here," Alex muttered. They ran into the hallway, trying doors all locked. Then a light flickered at the end of the corridor. A hallway they hadn't noticed before. It led to the basement. "I don't want to go down there," Alex said. "But it might be the way out," Ryan replied. They descended the creaky stairs. The deeper they went, the colder it became. The basement was full of old toys, boxes of files, and broken furniture. But in one corner, under a dusty sheet, they saw something strange. A row of small chairs, and on each chair a doll, all facing the same direction. One doll slowly turned its head toward them. Ryan dropped his flashlight. "Nope, I'm done." But as they turned to leave, a voice whispered right beside them. "Don't leave us alone." The light flickered, and the dolls were now standing. Alex and Ryan bolted from the basement, breathless and panicked. They found themselves in a hallway that wasn't there before. At the end was a door labeled "Staff Only." "We haven't tried that one," Ryan gasped. Inside was an office, mostly empty, except for one thing, a VHS tape on the desk. It was labeled Classroom A, Final Recording. There was an old TV and VCR in the corner. Against every instinct they had, they pressed play. The screen showed a class of children. They were singing, smiling. Then, the teacher froze. Her eyes widened as she looked off camera. One by one, the children stopped singing and stared too. The screen flickered. Now the classroom was empty, except for one small child, standing in the corner, facing the wall. The tape cut to black. Then the TV turned itself off. And in the screen's reflection, they saw someone standing behind them. They turned around. No one was there. But now the room was colder. And the desk had a new item, a small crayon drawing of two boys entering the building and being watched. Panic set in. The building was changing. Hallways shifted. Doors that led outside now looped back into the playroom. The drawings on the walls were fresh now, still wet. They showed the dolls, the classroom, the boy in the corner, and now Alex and Ryan. "We need to end this," Alex said. "Whatever's here, it doesn't want us to leave." In the main classroom, they found a journal, the teacher's. Her last entry read, "The children have changed. They don't blink anymore. They whisper things in languages I don't know. I tried to leave, but the building won't let me." Outside, thunder cracked. Ryan suddenly collapsed, screaming, clutching his ears. "They're inside my head." Alex tried to drag him up when the chalkboard lit up again. "One must stay. One may leave." Alex looked at his friend, then at the door now open. He made a choice. Alex stumbled out into the forest, the sun rising. He never saw Ryan again. But sometimes, late at night, he swears he hears children laughing behind his bedroom door. And he never, ever walks near the forest trail again.